Well, hi everybody and welcome to the Orsall Stadium as we bring you the only action from the National League North tonight. It is Bradford Park Avenue hosting Blyth Spartans in a real battle at the bottom of the table. Team news for you. Bradford Park Avenue make two changes from the side that lost 4-1 to Brackley just a couple of days ago. George Sykes-Kenworthy keeps his place in goal. He started every game so far this season. Louis Charlton, Reece Staunton, Will Lancaster all play. Luca Haven comes in for Mitchelland. First of two changes. Mitchelland out with an injury. Jamie Spencer also comes in for Sam Fielding. Harrison Hopper, Lewis Colton, Jacob Blythe, Brad Docherty and Will Longbottom make up the rest of the 11. For Blyth Spartans, they make just the one change with Alex Mitchell in goal, Rhys Evans, Michael Liddle, Toby Lees, Jordan Hickey, Curtis Round, Will McGowan, their skipper, Nicky Dever-Dix, Cedric Main, Finn Cousin-Dawson, and the only change being Sam Hodgson replacing Troy Chaiby, who got the winning goal at the weekend. Your referee tonight, Richard Aspinall, and his two assistants, William Kavanagh and Bradley Moore, as we await for kick-off here at the Orsall Stadium in a really important match towards the bottom of the table. Bradford Park Avenue were in decent form at home. They won their previous game at home against Leamington by 3-1. They were facing 9 men after about 70 minutes. Leamington's goal coming very late on and was nothing more than a consolation. Blyth Spartans coming off the back of a really important win on Saturday as they beat Kettering 1-0. Kettering another side down towards the bottom of the table. Blyth Spartans' previous away victory was a 1-0 win at Leamington. Blyth Spartans only managed to pick up 16 points all season last year on the road. They're 23rd this season with just 7 wins, 9 draws and 16 losses, meaning they've got 30. They're coming into the box here, and it's a really good interception there from Will Lancaster, and it's out for a corner. That was far too easy for Blyth Spartans. And the first corner of the game is for the away side. Some really nice play there, but very poor challenges from both Jamie Spencer and Luke Haven. Couldn't quite get anything on the ball. Corner to be taken on the far side, right-footed in-swinger by the Spartans. They've only two people back. Ball in is a good one towards the back post, but it's over everybody, and it goes out for a goal kick. Curtis Round unable to get his head on the corner, and it is a goal kick. Pressure relieved for Bradford Park Avenue will be hoping Blyth Spartans aren't able to skip past the midfield and defence as easily as they were able to just then. Sykes Kenworthy will go long with this. Up he goes looking for Blyth. Sent it back down to Will Longbottom. Can't quite keep it under control. And Will McGowan comes forward well with it. He skips past one challenge, but then can't keep hold of the ball. And Will Longbottom under pressure from two players there. Can't keep the ball, but it's ricocheted free here. And it's now with Lewis Colton on this near side. Looks for Jacob Blyth on the edge of the box, and it's played up into Will McGowan. And the space for him to run into, he's got nobody ahead of him. Bradford Park Avenue were able to get bodies back. And the counter-attack chance has disappeared. While Spartans now, their centre half, Michael Liddell, into Toby Lees, back to his goalkeeper. It's not a great pass, and Blyth will put Mitchell under pressure, but it's dealt with well. And now Blyth Spartans looking to play the ball forward, but can't quite stick at the striker's feet. Back to Sykes Kenworthy, finding Luca Haven. Bradford Park Avenue will look to build from the back again. Will Lancaster now goes along looking for Will Longbottom, but it's a poor pass straight through to goalkeeper Alex Mitchell. 5 minutes gone, 0-0 here in West Yorkshire. Blyth Spartans on the ball now with Toby Lees. He's got his right back in support, Rhys Evans. Looks to play it ball down the line, and he does really well into Nicky Deverdix. Deverdix was the goal scorer for Blyth as they won at the weekend. Ball is now in the left wing position as Blyth Spartans look to come forward, and they are doing threateningly. It's Deverdix looking to chip one into Jordan Hickey. It's back here with Rhys Evans on the right hand side. Plays it forward into Cedric Main. Cedric Main looking to take on his man. Gets past Lewis Colton. And he skips his way into the box here. He pulls it back, and the defender, Will Lancaster, just got a touch on the ball there before the Blyth Spartans man couldn't. It's gone back to goalkeeper Sykes Kenworthy, who will gratefully pick it up. Looking threatening. Blyth Spartans early on created a couple of decent openings, a couple of pullbacks. One of them ended up in the hands of the goalkeeper, who goes long this time. No pressure on the ball there, and Blyth Spartans are able to play out far too easily. Jordan Hickey now coming forward. Nice pass into Deverdix now. He's got Main to his right, uses him. Main up against Lewis Colton. Main skips past him once. He's skipped past him twice already tonight, and we're only 7 minutes in. That'll be a worry for Bradford Park Avenue. Lewis Colton manages to get back though. Wins the tackle, gets it back to Jacob Blyth. Plays a 1-2, and it's cleared, but only as far as Rhys Evans now. The ball is out for a throw-in on this near side for Bradford Park Avenue after McGowan and Evans were unable to play the ball well between them. Throwing on this near side to be taken by Lewis Colton. Throwing goes long, looking for Jacob Blyth, can't win his header. Colton looking to get underneath it again, and then it's cleared by Rhys Staunton. Goes long, looking for Brad Doherty. Goes through for Michael Liddell, and Blyth have the ball back in. Bradford Park Avenue haven't been able to keep hold of the ball very well so far. Blyth have looked the far more threatening side. It's with Rhys Evans now on this right hand side. Just crosses the halfway line. Skips past Jamie Spencer too easily. Evans now down the line. Into Deverdix. Looks to switch play, and he does so really, really nicely. Well controlled, and the pullback is not a great one. And Will Lancaster is able to come away with it now, and he plays a nice one to Will Lancaster now. Up into Blyth. They got men up here. Jamie Spencer on this left-hand side. Skips it out wide to Lewis Colton, and the cross is blocked, and it will be a throw-in for Bradford Park Avenue. First sign that Bradford Park Avenue were able to come forward with pace there. They had some really nice football there between Louis Charlton and Will Lancaster to get out, and then Blythe with a nice pass out to this near side. Unable to get the ball in to the box though properly. The throw-in is won by Blythe Spartans, but they're giving it away. Luke Haven now into his centre-back partner, Will Lancaster. It looks as though they are going with a 4 at the back. Reece Staunton on the left-hand side. Looks as though it's a 4 at the back for Bradford Park Avenue. Staunton's ball in towards Brad Doherty. Nobody wins it, and it goes through to the goalkeeper, Alex Mitchell. Calms things down. Mitchell still with the ball in his hands, goes long, looking for Cousin Dawson on that left-hand side, who's looked dangerous so far, but his end product has been lacking, and he's lost the ball. Now it's with Sykes Kenworthy in the Park Avenue goal. Sykes Kenworthy started every league game this season. He's played very well. And Spartans now on the ball. Nice forward pass into Hodgson, finding Deverdix. Gets it out wide onto this right-hand side for Reece Evans. Space for him to run into. He's got Main up in support here. Under pressure from Will Longbottom. Plays a nice 1-2, but Will Longbottom picks up the loose ball, gets it back to his defensive partner, and it's cleared. But the Spartans have the ball back again. Toby Lees wasting possession when they get it at Bradford Park Avenue right now. They're unable to put the back line, the Blythe Spartans, under any real pressure. Here come Blythe now with Will McGowan out wide to Cousin Dawson. Space to whip it in, and he does it. Decent ball in. Will Lancaster cleared it. And a nice touch over on the far side from Louis Charlton, but he just about loses out and has to concede a throw-in in a dangerous position. Blythe certainly started the better of the two sides. Ball in from Cousin Dawson, and it's not won on this near side, and it'll come out for Bradford Park Avenue to clear up. Looking for Jacob Blythe, goes down under challenge from Toby Lees far too easily. Blythe Spartans have the ball back again with McGowan. It's picked up, dropped into a deeper position here. Here is McGowan. He's got Evans in support to his right. Gets it forward to Jordan Hickey. Under pressure, goes back to his centre-back partner, and they work it really nicely out onto the far side. Curtis Round now. There's a nice 1-2. Can't quite get to the second ball though. And it is cleared up into Brad Doherty. He turns really nicely under pressure there. Brad Doherty holds it up well into Will Longbottom. Nice flick. Looking for Jamie Spencer. It's a poor pass though, really. There's appeals for a foul waved away by the referee. Bradford Park Avenue have the ball now. Cedric Main is down inside the centre circle. And he's going to get some treatment here. The Blythe Spartans bench weren't happy with that challenge. You could hear him shouting at the referee. He waved it away initially. He's only brought it back, not for a foul, but to make sure that player Cedric Main receives some treatment, who is still down currently. He's currently having a word with Luke Haven, the referee. Blythe Spartans manager Graham Fenton, been in the job for 188 days. Managed at South Shields previously. Appointed in August this year. Not happy with that challenge. But he will be happy with his side start to the game. They have looked more lively. Cousin Dawson down that left-hand side has looked lively. Whipped in a couple of really good balls. Sykes Kenworthy yet really to be worked. Cedric Main is still down. Looks like he's getting treatment on his right leg. Didn't look to be much in the challenge initially. Manager Matt Bauer of Park Avenue will hope to get some instructions across to make sure his side can start playing some decent football, really, as they did when they were at home last time out against Leamington. They were able to play some really good stuff and really coast that 3-1 victory. Cedric Main is now up on his feet for Blyth Spartans. He's currently limping off the pitch. Jamie Spencer goes over to shake his hand. Jamie Spencer, who committed tackled Cedric Main. Didn't look to be much wrong with it at the time. The ball will probably restart with Sykes Kenworthy with a drop ball from the referee. Main still limping off on this near side. Referee just waiting for Cedric Main to get off the pitch here, which he has done finally. And the game will get underway again with a drop ball for Sykes Kenworthy. Park Avenue push a number of men forward, including the 2 wing backs. 15 minutes gone, 0-0 here at the All Stadium. So with restarting now on this left hand side, goes along looking for the runner Brad Dockett in behind, who will get there and prevent it from going out for a goal kick. Skips past his man really nicely, Brad Dockett, cutting in field. His progress is just stalled, whips the ball in, it's cleared easily. Will Longbottom can't pick up the loose ball. Davidix back to his centre back, cleared downfield. And it's a throw in on this near side after Luke Arvin heads it out. Throwing for Blyth Spartans on this near side. It will be Rhys Evans to take on the halfway line. Nice 1-2, skips away from Will Longbottom. And there is a foul in there. Longbottom pushing Rhys Evans there, which is very quick to give that free kick on the halfway line. Jordan Hickey standing over it but leaves it for his centre back, Toby Lees. And you have got men over on the far side. There is the short option for Rhys Evans and all. Goes down the line looking for Cedric Main, who doesn't challenge for it. And it's headed out by Staunton. It is another throw-in in a very similar position to where the free kick was taken for Blyth Spartans in front of the Bradford Park Avenue dugout. Into Davidix from Evans, into Cedric Main, who manages to get away from his man, into Davidix space here, and he's found Curtis Round over on the far side. Skips his way into the box, looking to get past his man, does really well, but the keeper comes out and claims the ball. And the referee is blown for something here, not entirely sure what for. He's blown for a free kick for Bradford Park Avenue. Not sure for what. There seems to be a bit of afters from between Cedric Main and Rhys Staunton. Not much in that, really. Supposedly a foul off the ball, and Bradford Park Avenue come forward with Lewis Colton on this near side. Back to Rhys Staunton, but it's a poor pass, and Blythe. You can hear the manager shouting for his side to get up. Sykes Kenworthy goes along looking for Longbottom. Don't win the header. And then it drops to Lewis Colton, who looks to play in. Louis Charlton intercepted easily. And now Cousin Dawson back to his goalkeeper. Into Rhys Evans on this near side. Gets it forward to Davidix. Nice pass around the corner. And it's now with Jordan Hickey, who goes long over the top looking for Curtis Round. Controls it with his chest. Under pressure over there by Louis Charlton, forcing him to go backwards. And then eventually it does go back to goalkeeper Alex Mitchell. Mitchell taking his time whether to go long or short with it. And then chips it out wide to the halfway line. And then Cousin Dawson looking to head it on, looking for Round. It's intercepted, and the Park Avenue were coming away with the ball, but they've lost it. And there's a break on here for Blyth Spartans. Ball into, looking for Ryan McGowan. Intercepting it, is gone out for a goal kick. Sykes Kenworthy there rushing out. It was Sam Hodgson who were trying to get onto the pass from. Trying to get onto the pass from Will McGowan, who got forward. And a ricochet. Seen it go out for a goal kick. A lot of space opened up there for Blyth Spartans. Both Will Longbottom, Spencer and Richmond had all gone forward, leaving a massive gap between the midfield and the defence. Blyth Spartans were unable to capitalise. They may rue that missed chance if they're not careful. Sykes Kenworthy goes along looking for Blyth, can't win it, and there is a foul in there. On him by Toby Lees, and it is a free kick in a decent position for Bradford Park Avenue. The first free kick they've had in a decent forward position. Looks as though it will be Will Longbottom to take it. He has been on most of the set pieces for the past few games. Scored a wonderful free kick to actually open the scoring at the weekend after about 6 minutes. He is stood over this one now. Does favour the left-footed. And it is Longbottom, goes towards back post where Jacob Blyth is, and a header knocks it down for Luke Harvin. Blyth manages to keep it in, but it's cleared in the end. Cedric Main under it again, clears it again, and now Blyth Spartans can counter. Space on the far side for Curtis Round. If McGowan could find him, he couldn't, but there was a free kick on there, in there, from Lewis Colton. And once again, Blyth looking threatening on the counter. Curtis Round over on the far side was in acres of space because Louis Charlton had gone forward. If McGowan was able to look up and find him, in the end won a free kick inside his own half. Ball clipped into Cedric Main looking for E7s on this near side. Louis Colton gets there first but concedes a corner. Blyth's second corner of the game. Nicky Deverdix is going over to take it on this right hand side. Deverdix has looked dangerous when coming forward for Blyth Spartans. He is their top scorer this season with 4 goals. Got 39 goals in his career across the 393 games playing for Wrexham, Gateshead, Hartlepool. 35 years of age. Left-footed corner, goes into his back post where Curtis Round is, and he heads it over. Goal kick, Bradford Park Avenue. Blyth Spartans have looked the more lively and more likely side. Goalkeeper Alex Mitchell in the Blyth goal has been very quiet so far today. Sykes Kenworthy hasn't had any major save to make really either. Neither side fashioned a real opening. Sykes Kenworthy yet to get the ball back to take this goal kick. He does have the ball now. The referee is going to stop play. I think he's going to come over onto this near side and have a word with Graham Fenton. He is having a word with him. Not entirely what sure for. Fenton had been shouting. Not sure what he was shouting, but the referee didn't like it. Blows his whistle, and Sykes Kenworthy can take the goal kick now. Blyth haven't beaten Bradford Park Avenue since February 2018. They've played 6 since, and Bradford Park Avenue have won 5 of those. The goal kick is taken long, and Blyth Spartans win the ball back here, and a couple of headers on. And there is a foul in there on Sam Hodgson. Goes down under challenge, and it's a free kick in a decent position, about 30 yards out, possibly too far to have a shot. Deverdix has a ball in his hands. It just took a corner, which was a decent one. The Spartans have 2 men back close to the halfway line to look after, or at least try and look after Brad Docherty should the ball be kicked long from Bradford Park Avenue. Will be Deverdix to take. He's got a few options in the box, but he could also go for the strike, and it's clipped in towards Cedric Main, and it's seen out for a goal kick. Wasn't a great ball in. Sykes Kenworthy happily seeing that sail past his post. 23 minutes gone, 0-0. It must have been a pretty uneventful game so far here in Bradford. Blyth Spartans have looked the better of the two sides, but haven't created any real opening. That has been a problem so far for them this season. They haven't managed to score many goals. For Park Avenue on this near side, put under pressure there, Lewis Colton by Rhys Evans. Concedes the throw-in for Bradford Park Avenue, deep in their own half. Bradford Park Avenue did try playing it out from the back there, and Spartans have pushed up, put them under pressure, and they look to keep them penned in here. Staunton to take the throw, and he's got Jacob Blyth down the line for him. Bradford Park Avenue's top goal scorer is in towards Jacob Blyth, who wins the header into looking for Simon Richmond, heads it on, looking for Doherty. Blyth Spartans now have the ball and they can clear it. Jordan Hickey heading it on. Luke Haven clears to Toby Lees, who then clears it straight back to Haven, heads it into the middle of the park, looking for Spencer, who's header flick on. He's intercepted by Will McGowan. So Michael Liddell out wide to Curtis Round now, looking to take on his man, and he does so well, and he's managed to kick past him. He goes down. No appeals, no foul given. Sykes Kenworthy has the ball now in his hands. Curtis Round has looked as though he's got the beating of Louis Charlton over on that far side. And Richmond has had to do a lot of tracking back to help him out. Sykes Kenworthy goes on looking for Blyth. Appeals for a foul, not given. Simon Richmond then appeals for a foul as well, not given. And it's a throw-in for Blyth Spartans over on that far side. Park Avenue fans not happy with that decision. Will McGowan clears it. There is Toby Lees, whose clearance is skewed into the air. It's come back to Will Lancaster, who goes on looking for Brad Doherty. And it's headed out for a throw-in on that far side to Bradford Park Avenue. Louis Charlton to take. He's got options down the line and in field. Gets it to Simon Richmond, plays it back to him. It's cleared. Now Blyth Spartans have the ball back again with Michael Liddell finding Rhys Evans on this near side. Tries to play 1-2 with Hickey, and it does come off, but he can't quite keep it under control, under pressure there from Lewis Colton on this near side. Will leave the throw-in for Rhys Staunton to take. 26 minutes gone, 0-0. Here in Bradford, Rhys Staunton goes down the line looking for Blyth. Header is won. Toby Lees appeals for Bradford Park Avenue, throwing on that near side, and it is given to Park Avenue. Staunton going up to take. He's got the options. Back or sideways. Gets it to Brad Doherty, and the ball is passed back to him. He's whipped it in, and it's cleared. And Curtis Round looking to take on Louis Charlton, and he does so really well. Nice flick over his head, but he can't quite find the pass into Ryan McGowan, and it's intercepted well by by Will Longbottom. Sorry, gets it back to his goalkeeper, and now Lancaster gets it out wide here to Rhys Staunton on this left-hand side. Dummies past Cedric Main, goes down the line looking for Lewis Colton. It goes out for a throw-in on this near side. Final ball has been lacking. Both these sides, really. Bradford Park Avenue haven't really got going in the game yet. Blyth Spartans haven't really created any major opportunities themselves, 27 minutes in. And the throw-in was taken on this right-hand side by Rhys Evans and got it back to his centre-back partner and cleared it, but then was fouled by Brad Doherty. Here's a free kick for Blyth Spartans just in front of their own dugout, about 20 yards inside their own half on this right-hand side. Toby Lees to take. Got option Rhys Evans short, but will be put under pressure immediately by Lewis Colton. Lees goes along looking for Cedric Main, who's being wrestled about there. But he was also grabbing hold of restarting. Both as bad as each other there, really. But it is a foul and a free kick for Bradford Park Avenue, just in front of their own dugout. Andrew Graham Fenton not happy with that decision. Could see why he thought it was a foul on Cedric Main by restarting, who goes along looking for the runner Jacob Blyth. It's cleared. Jamie Spencer wins the second ball, but only as far as Ryan McGowan, who goes along himself. Will Lancaster will see it out for throwing on that right hand side. Louis Charlton goes down the line himself, looking for Blyth. Cleared into Jordan Hickey in the middle of the pack, gets it forward to Cedric Main, out to Curtis Round on the halfway line. Goes back. And now the ball is with Tobelees on this right hand side. Chips it into the right wing position, looking for the runner Sam Hodgson. Just about manages to keep it in, but Luke Haven tackles, but the pass isn't well controlled, and Cedric Main can pick up the loose piece, and he goes to the strike about 20 yards out, left-footed, sails miles over. The referee will ask for a new ball. Cedric Main there, picking the ball up on the right-hand side of this box. Went for the strike about 20 yards out, off balance, under pressure. Sacks Kenworthy. Watch it sail over his goal. Half an hour gone here. 0-0 at the Horsfeld Stadium. Sacks Kenworthy goes long. Looking for Blyth, who wins the header nicely into Lewis Colton on this near side. Crosses it towards the back post, looking for Doherty. It's cleared. And now Blyth Spartans can come forward themselves. Deverdix into McGowan. Skips past, gets away from Simon Richmond into Curtis Round, who slows play up. Blyth Spartans now with McGowan. Back to Liddle into Lees. Back to Liddle on the edge of his own box. Can bring it forward. The option left. Users in. Cousin Dawson now. Back to Hickey. Into McGowan. Some nice play there from Blyth Spartans, but they're not really getting anywhere with it. And Brad Doherty looking to put Liddle under pressure there, and it's a nice forward pass, and Blyth Spartans can look for Sam Hodgson on this near side. Can't get it, but it will be kept in by Nicky Deverdix now. Still on the ball, Nicky Deverdix back to Rhys Evans. Deverdix again, into McGowan. Left-footed cross towards the back post. Sykes Kenworthy comes out and punches. Luckily for him, it lands at the feet of Jamie Spencer, who goes back to Staunton, who clears it. The head is won by Toby Lees, and now it's with Deverdix on this right-hand side. We've got Evans in support here, under pressure from Jacob Blyth. Gets it forward, looking for Main. Intercepted nicely by Haven. Into Blyth. Into Lewis Colton on this near side, back to Staunton, who goes back to his goalkeeper under pressure from Cedric Main. Sykes Kenworthy goes long, looking for Blyth. Wins the header, but its second ball is picked up by McGowan. Looking for Cedric Main on this near side. He is fouled. Sorry, does commit a foul on Rhys Staunton, who had got to the ball first. Nil-nil here. 32 minutes played. A draw would keep Bradford Park Avenue in 19th, but move Blyth up to 22nd. With Longbottom on the halfway line. Goes along looking for Luke Haven on the right hand side. Cleared into Curtis Round. Up against Louis Charlton. He's had the beating of him for all of this game, and he's won a foul there committed by Jamie Spencer just inside his own half here. Free kick taken quickly into Toby Lees on this near side. Into Hodgson, who dropped deep for it, got it back to his defensive partner, Toby Lees. Back to goalkeeper Alex Mitchell, who cleared it. Lewis Colton underneath it, heads it forward into Brad Dockett. His touch was decent, but he was under pressure immediately and lost the ball. Lewis Colton now into Will Lancaster. Coming forward, just inside Blyth's half, and he does really well to skip away from a couple of challenges. Gets it out onto this left-hand side with Rhys Staunton now. Looking to get past Cedric Main, and he has done. But he has to cut back, but he plays a really nice ball into Dockett, who's in the box now. He's got many support, and he pulled back. Looking for Blyth, cut out for a corner by Toby Lees. Bradford Park Avenue's first corner of the game. Brad Dockett there, picking up a really nice position on the left-hand side of Blyth's box. Pulled it back into a dangerous area. Well defended by Toby Lees. Will Longbottom has gone over to take the corner, left-footed. In it goes towards Staunton. The header is not fully cleared. It's come back to Simon Richmond, who tries to play it back into the box, and it is cleared in the end by Curtis Brown. And Cedric Main is looking to capitalise and get a hold of the ball on the counter, but he can't quite. It goes back to Sykes Kenworth. There's appeals for a foul that Main looked to have committed on Lewis Colton. And it is a throw-in over on the far side for Bradford Park Avenue. About 15 yards inside Blyth's box. About to enter the 36th minute here. 0-0. Charlton on the far side goes down the line looking for Blyth. Here is Charlton into Blyth, looking to play a 1-2. Intercepted. Blyth trying to see it out for a goal kick, and they have done well. Over on the far side with Cousin Dawson defending the ball nicely. Goal kick for Alex Mitchell now. Alex Mitchell started all of Blyth's games so far this season. Nicky Deverdix and Jordan Hickey, the next two players with the most appearances. This being their 29th each. Ball is now with Luke Haven for Bradford Park Avenue, who gets it back to his goalkeeper after the goal kick from Mitchell had gone long. Bradford Park Avenue won it. Sykes again with the goals one, looking for Blyth, who's brought down by Little, and it is a free kick just beyond the centre circle inside Blyth's own half. Will Longbottom already in place where the ball will be taken from, ready to take this free kick. They've got a few tall men in the side. Park Avenue looking for Blyth and Haven. Haven, who has gone forward here, as well as Will Lancaster, his centre-back partner. Blyth have everybody back but one, Sam Hodgson. Will Longbottom take. It's a decent ball in towards Blyth, who knocks the header down, and it's just about cleared by Cousin Dawson. Keeper who didn't come out to claim it. Jacob Blyth now sees it out for a throw-in for Bradford Park Avenue. Dangerous knock from Will Longbottom, and a really nice header flicked on in towards the goal. Cleared just before Park Avenue could get a touch on it. Richmond now, Charlton, Richmond again. Back to skipper Luca Haven. To Rhys Staunton on this left-hand side, under pressure from Cedric Main, skips past him. Really nice pass forward into Dockett, who's picked up his base, running into the box, and Dockett's ball across the field, across the box, has gone out. Looked as though Louis Charlton had managed to keep it in. The linesman over on the far side says no. It's not gone out for a goal kick, it's gone out for a corner. The Dockett is cross, must have taken a little deflection. Dockett has picked up a couple of decent positions there. Will Longbottom has gone over onto the far side to take it. Referee Richard Aspinall pauses play as he's seen somebody he doesn't like inside the 6-yard box, which is really crowded. You can see Bradford Park Avenue are trying to make sure that Alex Mitchell isn't able to come out and claim this ball. Lewis Colton goes back to his goalkeeper. Really poor corner from Will Longbottom there. You'd expect better from him given the form he's in and the skill he possesses. Blyth will clear, but there is an offside there for Luke Harvard on this left-hand side, who had stayed forward from the corner. Free kick for Blyth Spartans here on the edge of their own box. Toby Lees to take. This is the centre half's 25th appearance this season. Blyth Spartans have used 32 players this season. Goalkeeper Alex Mitchell goes long, looking for Cedric Main, who's switched wings with Round. The ball is back with Sykes Kenworthy, who clears it, but he's sliced it out for a throw-in. And Blyth Spartans had put Sykes Kenworthy under pressure there with Sam Hodgson. Cedric Main switching over onto the left-hand side, Curtis Round onto this right-hand side. Not sure about that decision. Curtis Round had the beating of Louis Charlton. He got past him every single time he looked to take him on, and Cedric Main looked as though he had the beating of Lewis Colton, and he's starting on this near side, but we'll see if that tactical change works for Blyth Spartans. Throwing on the far side from Cousin Dawson. Back to Deverdix to Cousin Dawson, who gives it away. But they're under pressure here. Bradford Park Avenue, but the ball has gone back to Sykes Kenworthy, who rolls it out to Reece Staunton on this left-hand side. Goes long, looking to find Lewis Colton in behind. Wins the header into the middle of the park. Brad Doherty controls with his chest. Can't manage to keep the ball. Curtis Round goes back to his goalkeeper, who himself goes long, looking for Cedric Main, but it's gone out for a throw-in over on the far side for Bradford Park Avenue on the halfway line. 5 minutes until half time. 0-0. Will Lancaster has gone over to take the throw-in. Throws it to Louis Charlton to take the actual throw-in. He was looking for Doherty, who can't get it under control, and Blythe clear forward looking for Sam Hodgson. Header won by Lancaster. Richmond challenging Hickey for it. It's come to Ryan McGowan now, coming forward. Space on this right hand side for Rhys Evans. It's back now with Finn Cousin Dawson. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Bradford Park Avenue are pushing men forward. Mitchell goes long looking for Hodgson, who's gone left, and Cedric Main, who's come quite central. Hodgson has stayed down there. Bradford Park Avenue were looking to play on. The referee paused play. Sam Hodgson will need treatment here. The medical staff are being waved onto the pitch. Didn't look to be much in the challenge that would have caused Hodgson to go down injured. Bradford Park Avenue not happy that play was paused. It's not a head injury. And as we approach half time, it's 0-0 here. Neither side has really created any good openings. Neither goalkeeper has really been worked. Sam Hodgson now looking as though he will get back to his feet, and he will do. Hodgson had just, before he had gone down, moved left. And Cedric Main had gone central. Curtis Round had stayed on this right hand side. Blyth Spartans manager Graham Fenton not afraid to make a few tactical changes. I wonder if he'll make any more at half time. Players resume now with Rhys Staunton on this left hand side. Goes long, looking for Jacob Blythe. Heads it on, looking for Will Longbottom, who does win the header. It's on for Jacob Blythe, and his strike across goal is out for a goal kick. Nice play from Will Longbottom. Jacob Blythe. Blythe won the header into Longbottom, headed it back to Blythe. His strike, a powerful strike, cross goal, looking for his 7th goal of the season. Sails wide of the post. That's Bradford Park Avenue's first real shot of the game. Alex Mitchell pushes his players forward. He will go along. Bradford Park Avenue have pushed players on to put Blyth Spartans under pressure. Ball is long, looking for Hodgson. Cedric Main has gone back out to that left-hand side, and Hodgson has gone central again. Ball is given away here to Cedric Main now, who can come forward. We got 4-on-4 here. Cedric Main running into the box, gets it, looking for Nicky Deverdix. It's a poor pass. It's out for a goal kick. Really disappointing from Cedric Main there. He picked up the ball after a poor pass backwards from Bradford Park Avenue, and he wasn't able to make a real good pass into Deverdix. Far too much on it, and he went out for a goal kick. Real opportunity there. Had men to his right and left, unable to find any of them. Sykes Kenworthy goes long. Cedric Main now picks up the loose ball under pressure. Tackled by Lancaster over on the far side. Throwing Blyth Spartans. Cousin Dawson goes back to Michael Liddell. To his goalkeeper, Alex Mitchell. Toby Lees now on this right hand side, goes forward looking for Curtis Round, who wanted it more central, went behind him, and it's gone out for a throw-in on the halfway line for Bradford Park Avenue. Reece Staunton to take it. He's got the option backwards with Luca Haven into Doherty though. He chooses back to Staunton, goes long down the line, cleared. Luca Haven wins the second ball with Blyth Spartans kicking it upfield, but by themselves looking to come forward. Hickey had passed it down the line looking for Round. His control wasn't good enough. And here's another throw in for Bradford Park Avenue. Reece Staunton will take this one. Deep inside their own half. They're expecting a couple of minutes added on here. And we will find out momentarily. Reece Staunton goes along with the throw-in, looking for Blyth. Hickey wins it under no pressure. Into Deverdix. Hodgson into Cedric Main. Tries to pass it out wide onto this right hand side. And there is 4 minutes added on. Blyth now. Will Longbottom out wide looking for Doherty. 4 minutes added on here at the end of this first half. Doherty into the overlapping run of Lewis Colton, who's balling towards the back post for Louis Charlton. Is cleared. Comes out to Will Lancaster now. On the right hand side, about 30 yards from the box. And Blyth Spartans can win the ball back, and it's with Ryan McGowan now down the line looking for Sam Hodgson, who knocks it out for a throw-in for Bradford Park Avenue. 4 minutes added on at the end of this half here. It is 0-0. Throw-in is taken, and the ball is knocked into the box, cleared by Blyth Spartans, and it is a throw-in on this near side for Bradford Park Avenue. Reece Staunton now getting away from his man, looking to chip it into Will Longbottom. Knocks it down for Jamie Spencer inside the box now. Back to Colton. Longbottom now. Decent ball in. Headed away inside the 6-yard box by Liddell. It's come out to Reece Staunton there. Some late pressure from Bradford Park Avenue, but Blyth could come away with the ball now. A lovely back heel from Deverdix into Curtis Round, who can't quite keep hold of the ball, and have him with a really nice slide tackle to win the ball back now. Colton into Will Longbottom. Haven now. Out wide to Reece Staunton, who stayed forward. He's got Blyth towards the back post. Looks for him, and the mistake by the defender. Just got enough on it to take it away from Blyth. Charlton tried to get past his man Cedric Main on the far side. Goes out for a goal kick. 0-0. Still here as we approach final 2 minutes of the 4 that were added on at the end of this half. Alex Mitchell with the goal kick pushes his team forward again. Some late pressure from Bradford Park Avenue. First time they've really been able to put some sustained pressure on Alex Mitchell, who does go along with his goal kick, looking for Round, who committed a foul against Luke Haven though. Not much in that. But still, neither goalkeeper really has been worked. Blyth has had a shot go wide for Bradford Park Avenue, and Cedric Main has had a decent opportunity to slide in a couple of players on one occasion. Wasn't able to do it, and the free kick is taken short by Sykes Kenworthy into Staunton, who himself goes on looking for Blyth, who can't win the header. Jamie Spencer now wins the second ball, but it's cleared. Up, looking for Hodgson. Can't win the header against Lancaster. Knocks it back to his goalkeeper. Throws it quickly back to Lancaster in that right back position. Goes long down the line looking for Doherty and Richmond. Neither of them are able to get it A nice little pass from Will Longbottom out wide to Charlton now. Lovely 1-2 with Brad Docherty down the line. Into the box, pulls it back. Really well cleared by Toby Lees. It's not fully gone yet. Will Longbottom's left-footed cross blocked. It's come to Jamie Spencer now. Nods it forward, looking for Charlton. He's in the box now, looking to pull it back. Deflected out for a corner. Some more late pressure here from Bradford Park Avenue. This will be a really good time to score. The second corner of the game. Sorry, the third corner of the game. Will Longbottom were hoping this one was better than the previous one where they tried to knock it short and ended up giving the ball away. We sent a few players forward. Longbottom in towards Lancaster, cleared very well. Let's come back to Colton now. Cedric Main is able to pick up the loose ball, but Colton managed to win the ball back. His pass forward is intercepted. Let's come back to Charlton now. He's played it really nicely into Will Longbottom on the right hand side. Into the overlapping run of Charlton. Pulls it back, looking for Richmond. It's knocked up, cleared away, and the referee has given a foul there. Richmond, think it was Richmond giving away a foul on the goalkeeper Alex Mitchell. Richmond had managed to get into the box. It ricocheted up. Richmond then went and challenged goalkeeper Alex Mitchell for it, who managed to punch it away. But there was a bit of a push in there from Simon Richmond on the goalkeeper. And that's what the foul has been given for. And that will probably be the last action of the half. Bradford Park Avenue finishing it the stronger. Blyth Spartans started it the stronger of the two sides. Goalkeeper goes along with it. Havon wins the header. The referee puts the whistle to his lips, and there is half time. Half time here at the Horsefall Stadium, 0-0. Hasn't been a great half of football, to be honest. Blyth Spartans started the half the stronger of the two sides. Bradford Park Avenue finished it the stronger of the two sides. Blyth had a decent opportunity. Charlton looked dangerous towards the end of the half with some overlapping runs up against Will Longbottom. It's half time here, 0-0.